weiß nicht, es sieht aus wie so ein Darth Vader-Verschnitt. Vor allen Dingen auch immer dieses... Ja, genau. Nein, 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 nein. Das erste war schon richtig. Schon wieder das Ding. Ja, vielleicht. Weil der gar nicht so aussah, als hätte er einen Überbiss gehabt. Sah recht. Also, ihr seht das doch auch. Das hat doch da hinten. Das geht doch nicht nach. Also, das sieht doch so aus, als wären die Wolken so oval über diesen Turm gestülpt. Das ist doch Quatsch. Ja, meine ich es nur. Ja, gell? Eigentlich sollte es doch da noch höher gehen. So sagte man. Also, es sieht nicht aus wie ein Turm. Ist wahrscheinlich einfach ein Grafikbug.
Look at that bug thing over there.
Ah.
What's it doing?
Jetzt.
Please do not disturb the keepers. Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2.
Sonst was über die
You are
Keepers sagen.
standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel.
Ja. Ja.
You may see keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way.
Ach, ja.
The keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
Ja, denn.
Tell me about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control.
Crazy.
At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
Crazy shit. Ach, stimmt. Hä? Aber das wird doch in dem Ding ganz anders. Ja, ist doch scheißegal. What the
I'd like to hear
fuck?
more about the council chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The Council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
What if someone has business with the council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the Council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual Council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the council.
Only a handful of
Sparks.
visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege.
Das habe ich,
I would
glaube
be
ich,
jealous,
nur
but that is outside the
verpasst, was
scope
für
of
ein
my
Gift das
programming.
war.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Nicht schnell genug
Little is
geguckt.
known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks.
Ja, Ausrufezeichen Waffel oder Waffel müsste immer noch funktionieren,
Keepers can
hoffe
be
ich.
seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Genauso wie Ausrufezeichen Wolf. Awesome, Mann. Servus. Jetzt hat's mir den...
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with
Ja,
other
Sparks,
species.
überall
It is
Sparks.
assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems.
Ich guck gleich.
Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's
The crying
inaccessible
turtle.
core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
Danke für die Sparks. Gut, dann haben wir jetzt
That's all
hier
for
alles
now.
Thank
abgegrast.
you for using Avena.
Aber ich
Have
sehe
a
gerade,
pleasant day.
dass hier sowieso Sachen nicht gehen. Also normalerweise müsste über meinem Kamerabild, also quasi hier so, müssten nochmal die Sparks Stickers angezeigt werden. Och, warum funktioniert denn nicht alles einfach mal so, wie es soll? Skill. Geil, wieso geht? Was? Ich lese gleich, was da geschrieben wurde. Ich muss... Wieso geht denn das nicht? Das Overlay down oder was? Morgen ging das noch. Ja, Wölfchen, das ist schon richtig. Hä, wieso sehe ich ihn? Random. Also ich habe gerade in Mix It Up die Waffeln gesehen. Okay. Was denn? Ja, gute Nacht, mach's gut. Danke fürs Zuschauen und vorbeikommen. Und Berserke nicht so viel mit deinem Gnom. Sparks. Overlay Widgets. Ich sende direkt die Overlays. Nicht in Service drin. So. Web Overlays. Zweck. Da. An. Jetzt Ottle. Der Schlurch hatte die gar nicht geladen, die Overlays. Das ist immer wieder typisch. Schon mal wieder typisch. So, dann können wir jetzt aber auch mal so einen Blickwinkel behalten, ob die Skills hier oben wieder angezeigt werden. Und weiter geht's. So, wenn die uns jetzt hier einen neuen Schissel erzählt hat und wir ohnehin dann nachher hier hin müssen, in den Turm, der offenkundig nicht dieser Turm ist, sondern dieser Turm. Ah, da ist Gott im
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Ja, dann disturb ich die Keepers halt. So, checken wir mal, ob irgendwo irgendwie so irgendeinem noch schnacken können, der uns was bringt. Ja, da runter könnten wir mal noch. Tools. Ja. Checken wir das mal noch ab. Also natürlich, man kann nicht rein. Den halt nicht. So, da können wir dann... Oh, Wölfchen, kannst du mal gucken, ob das hier auf Twitch rüberkam? Das wäre sehr spannend. So, hier stand doch auch die Dingens hier. Die Arena. Das, was der Darkbot gepostet hat, die gefällt, was ich mache. Du hast in die innige bla bla bla. Wird das mit dem Restream-Bot auch auf Twitch rüber gepostet?
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele.
Also der Restream-Chatbot hat ja so ein Relay am Laufen, der ja alles hin und her... Schade, schade, schade. Da müsste ich da mal
In the aftermath of the Krogan
gucken,
rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue
dass das
removed.
irgendwie übertragen wird.
However, this motion was eventually quashed by the council.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the council. Over the next 400 years,
Aber
the
danke fürs
Krogan
Schauen.
species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni, then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
Ja, ja.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
Krass.
Sounds like they got what they deserved.
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries.
Krass.
The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Krass.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
Aber hier, ne, Insekten. Ich wette, die Keepers sind so übrig gebliebene Rachni.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avena. Have a pleasant day.
So, jetzt haben wir alle Sachen gehört. Ah, nee. Wir waren, glaube ich, noch nicht ganz rechts. Ja, das war ja. Da sind wir auch nicht runtergelaufen. Wir sind direkt hier lang. Okay, da runter. Also da oben drin waren wir ja schon. Aber hier unten waren wir nicht. So. Gut, dahin haben wir die schon. Das heißt, wir können jetzt hier nach unten laufen. Aber dann waren wir, glaube ich, auch tatsächlich überall. Und können damit in den Turm. Sehr gut. Fahren wir mal nach oben. Checken, was das so geht.
The council isn't gonna ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
No, we don't. So, mir ist gerade eingefallen, wir das lösen können. Ist das nicht? Die gute Fahrstuhlmusik.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall it.
Garrus.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Sounds like you came up empty.
Saren's a Spectre. Most of his activities are classified. I couldn't find anything solid. But I know he's up to something. Like you humans say, I feel it in my gut.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you. You don't want to keep the council waiting.
Ach ja, ich kann die so lange warten lassen, bis ich Bock habe. Hier erstmal schön alles abchecken. Nächste Mal da. Tür. Sieht jetzt so aus. Ach, man hätte auch hinfahren können. Das sagen sie jetzt.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanar are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
Nachtbroti. Schlaf gut. Ah, die Keeper, sie sind überall. Kinders, ich kann so nicht hier vorbeilaufen. Danke. Eieiei. Ist aber noch irgendwo irgendwas Spannendes gibt. Der Keeper steht recht random in der Gegend. Hat er nichts zu tun, oder was?
Oh, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants. Commander?
Ja, wow. Ja. Nichts. Hier lang. Das passt nicht.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
Ja, sorry, wir mussten ja erstmal alles abchecken.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
You can expect me to kill you the next time we meet.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
Bum, bum, bum.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
We need to deal with Saren ourselves.
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Eieiei. Aber das waren noch Spiele, da gab es wenigstens eine geile Story, viel Text, Synchro.
I thought you said he was a drunken loser.
Couldn't hurt to go talk to him. Just be careful. I wouldn't call him reliable.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago. I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target. But a lot of people died along the way. Innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience. No hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Sometimes 1,000 people must die so 1,000,000 can live.
But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Who cares if we get a seat on the Council? What's the big deal?
If the Council passes a ruling on an interstellar matter, we have to follow it. We don't have the fleets or political allies to defy them. Once we get a seat on the Council, we'll be able to influence those rulings, protect our own interests. No more jumping through hoops whenever we want something. Take this mess we're in now. If humanity had a seat on the Council, we'd just send the Citadel fleet out to take care of Saren and his Geth. Problem solved.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
I thought this embassy was supposed to help humans.
Harkin may be human, but he's also an ass. He's had more than his share of chances. If the embassy wasn't protecting him, he would have been fired 15 years ago. CSEC is better off without him.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done. Like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation. But with him gone, things are still up in the air.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
I should go.
Gut.
I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Meisten Infos abgegriffen. Wir wissen, wo alles ist.